Marshall Francis is laughing at you. Right?
Everybody's laughing at me. I did it for you. I forgot last week. And I remembered. Now I'm out of breath because I like sprinting back to my office to get it. Because you like the theme song. So I did it. And now I need a nap.
A nap?
Like a little one?
That was quick.
What was quick? My need for a nap?
Yeah.
No. I always have a need for a nap. It's a constant. It's a never-changing reality. My desire to sleep.
I see.
Yeah. Even when I wake up, I'm really thinking about how long until I can go back to sleep. You don't do that?
No, I just try not to wake up too quickly.
You succeed at that.
Yeah.
You're very successful. Goal achieved. It's
Good.
sunny and windy, and I'm confused about the weather.
About the weather?
Yeah.
I'm confused about like the statistics because there were people here and then suddenly it went to 0.
Okay.
And so I'm like, did everybody just spontaneously log off at the same time?
Or maybe something's wrong with the Wi-Fi.
Something wrong with the. It's not showing a connection problem. There's definitely a wind problem.
I'm being blown away. Blown away. I don't know.
So,
I don't know, Stephen. I don't know what to tell you because I think maybe, people used to not have anything better to do, and maybe they do now.
yeah,
So maybe they're going to watch it later.
maybe.
Or maybe, can you just, talk about this hair situation that apparently is going to be the reality?
Because of the wind?
It's very windy. Okay.
Hey.
I'm under attack. You don't have this problem.
No.
Is your beard blowing the breeze?
No.
Okay.
No. That means, I can't do like the Baywatch hair flip either.
Neither can I.
I bet you could.
I'm not going to try.
I know. You have nice hair. Chelsea does a good job.
Chelsea does do a good job. I have weird hair, and she does an excellent job. What are we supposed to do now? Oh, okay. Today is the 10th. March 10th.
It is March 10th.
It is Wednesday, March 10th. Sunny, windy, as previously discussed.
Yeah, I can tell because the whole
The computer is shaking in the
It's
wind.
like we're in an earthquake.
But louder. I bet it's really noisy with the microphone when the wind blows.
Yeah, we may need to do some work on our sound.
Yeah, and our setup.
Yeah, this porch is kind of a wind tunnel anyway.
It's true. But it is nice to be outside.
It is.
Before it's like 1,000,000 degrees.
If I back up enough.
Let me 100% tell you something. This is a factual statement. It is a promise, a guarantee from me to you. I will not be sitting myself out here in July and August. Forget it. It will be 1,000,000 degrees. We're going to have an air-conditioned porch.
Air-conditioned porch.
Yeah, and by that I mean.
Do the trustees know about that?
No, we're just going to go inside.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
We'll just green screen it or sit by a window. I am not sitting out on the porch for like 30 minutes in this. It's so hot. These metal chairs will become liquid fire.
Yeah, I think the metal chairs are very pretty. They're not terribly comfortable. Anyway.
That's not, the other ones are. These are just these are sturdy.
Oh, yeah. They're not all the same, are they?
No.
These are like the heavy-duty, wrought iron chairs.
Yeah. I feel like we need to talk about something more interesting than evaluating the furniture.
Evaluating the outdoor furniture?
Yeah.
What would you like to talk about?
What are we celebrating today?
Oh.
Do we have other things we want to talk about? Am I rushing you?
You're not rushing me.
Okay, good.
You're not rushing me. I think clearly the most important thing is that today is National Mario Day.
Like Mario Kart?
Yeah, I like Mario Kart.
Like Mario Brothers?
Like Mario Brothers.
And Mario and Luigi?
Like Mario and Luigi. Yeah, you're getting that.
Dun, dun, dun,
We have that here somewhere. Here it is. There it was.
I mean, that is exactly how mine sounded.
Yeah, it was exactly the
Was
same.
exactly the same. I used to love playing Mario.
You get the original Mario?
Like the original. In fact,
It came out 2 years before you were born?
Yeah, so we didn't have it growing up.
Uh-huh.
But I had like a cousin or whatever that did, and then I had a friend down the street that did. Mm-hmm. So I never really got good at it. So when I was a senior in high school, I bought the original from somebody for like $20.
Yeah.
And it had like Duck Hunt and stuff, you know?
Yeah,
that one.
Old school Nintendo.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And
I love Duck Hunt.
Now like those sets are expensive.
Oh yeah.
But then everybody wanted just like the newest and the best. I like video games, like in general.
Yeah,
I don't play a ton.
It seems like I've bought some of the newer systems. I mean, not recently, but the games are so complicated.
Yeah, man. I like the old school but Mario Kart is super fun.
It is, yeah.
Like you judged me when I was like Mario Kart, but Mario Kart is super fun.
No, it just made me think about age.
Are you saying you're old?
Because I would be like, that's clearly like Super Mario Brothers.
I mean, I'm here for Super Mario Brothers. Don't get me wrong.
But do you know where Mario was already like 2 years old when Mario Brothers came out?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So do you know where Mario came from?
Italy?
Italy.
New Jersey?
No, he was in a different game.
Oh.
But yeah, all I knew this. You recognize this one?
It's the princess.
Yeah.
And it's Donkey Kong.
It's Donkey Kong.
Is Mario in this? Oh my gosh! I did not know that Mario was a Donkey Kong. I never have played Donkey Kong.
I used to love Donkey Kong. There was like one of those standing Donkey Kong video games at the airport that I grew up.
When you were working?
Centipede. No, when I was like a kid. Wow. I would play the video games.
Did you go to like arcades as a kid? I never did that.
I did that some.
I mean, it's too bad we aren't actually playing this because you'd be doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm so into it. Oh, look, they're in love.
Yeah.
Oh, so cute.
I loved Donkey Kong. That's where Mario started. His name was Jumpman.
He definitely got an upgrade.
Yeah.
A better identity.
Apparently his backstory in Donkey Kong was he was a carpenter.
I feel like they're plumbers.
And then 2 years later, he became an Italian plumber named Mario.
Yeah. That's better.
Yeah. Do you know Mario's last name?
Italian? Brother? No.
Well, they are the Mario brothers. So his name is Mario.
That is a terrible
and
name.
Luigi Mario.
Somebody didn't think that through.
I know.
Somebody didn't think that through.
Yeah.
I don't know. Parents be naming their kids weird stuff.
Yeah. So.
All right. Well, what a great day that is. Day to celebrate.
So do you know why today is National Mario Day?
No.
So if you abbreviate today, all caps.
March 10th.
Uh-huh. So picture it.
Like spelling it?
Uh-huh.
And I'm abbreviating it.
It's abbreviation for March.
MAR.
Uh-huh.
And it would be a 1, but it would be like Mario. I get it. Like a 10. I get it.
It's kind of like the May the 4th be with you kind of thing.
It's cheesy, but all right.
Yeah, it is. But that's where it came from.
All right.
That's why it's National Mario Day.
Steven, look at all this hair in my face.
Yeah.
I look like Cousin It. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then it got like a little chilly.
Yeah, it did. So today is also National Pack Your Lunch Day.
We didn't pack our lunch.
Well, we didn't, but National Pack Your Lunch Day is about like making your lunch at home so that it's like healthier. And we live like a stone's throw from here.
Could you throw a stone from here to the house?
Yes, if the stone had propellers.
Okay.
But yeah, we live very close to the church.
It's true.
So we go home and fix lunch.
We do.
So we kind of pack our lunch. We just don't bring it with us.
We don't pack it, but we do make it. We don't go out to eat.
Yeah, and we get the stuff out and everything so that we can run
That's
home
true.
and fix it. So it's kind of like packing your lunch.
It is similar. I'm just realizing though that I don't think I got the chicken out for lunch today.
Yeah.
So I put it in the fridge. So it may not be all the way defrosted.
We'll find out.
Yeah. You may be having not chicken in your lunch.
Not chicken. Is that like vegan chicken?
No, it's not.
It's just not. Okay.
What else?
Today is also,
So many
this one's
things to
really short.
celebrate. Yeah.
National Women and Girls HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
Okay. Pick really fun. There was
It's
zero
just
segue.
today.
There was zero segue from Mario Day to eat your lunch at home to Women and Girls HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
It's true.
That's pretty serious.
That's serious.
You want to tell us more about that day?
I don't know much about that day. I have a little sheet though. If I get it out.
You did a Google and printed it?
Well, of course.
Naturally.
I don't know.
Because you're learning.
Yeah. So
Let's learn together.
let's learn together.
What you got?
It empowers people everywhere with knowledge and information regarding HIV/AIDS while focusing on the often overlooked impact on women and girls. It says HIV diagnoses in women are down 21%.
Oh, that's fine.
But for some reason, the latest statistics here are from 2017, but it says 7,000 new cases were still reported.
I mean, if I'm honest, I feel a little bad sometimes because guilty is what I'm saying. Is because I remember growing up, it was talked about all the time. I mean, it was this massive epidemic, and there was just like, I mean, if you got it, it was just a death sentence.
Yeah.
And my family knew people because I mean, you could get it in a variety of ways. That's not what was said at the time.
Yeah.
And now people can get it, and you can actually I know there are some people I've learned through some celebrity type spokespeople who have it, who have HIV. That actually, if you can take the medications and do the treatments and get your HIV levels to where they're undetectable, which would mean then it's also untransmittable.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know, and that's a massive change in what was. I mean, but I guess that is 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize it was that long.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Some of those therapeutics are very, very expensive.
Oh yeah.
And so the availability is.
Yes.
So that 7,000 number, I mean, that's from the CDC. So that's
Is
US.
that in the U.S.? Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, and HIV and AIDS are a much larger problem.
In other places
In other words, especially places that might not have access to expensive pharmaceuticals.
No, that makes sense. So an awareness day to discuss all that makes a lot of sense. Cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it's not like one of these that's done by, some of these holidays are from the National Beef Council and,
Yeah.
So, I mean, this one is from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Nice.
So, it's
it's a legitimate awareness day.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So.
I feel like my awareness is up a little bit.
Well, there you go. There you go.
I'll let you go.
Yes, nobody has any comments today.
I don't,
There's not much to comment on, I guess. We gotta up our game.
Yeah. You first. That was well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Let's see. Oh, it's National Registered Dietitian Nutritionist Day.
This may be why people aren't commenting.
Yeah, that's not very.
I mean,
although I feel bad if I just said that, and we have some registered dietitian nutritionists out there who are like, "This is my day."
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, I appreciate the work of national and international registered dietitians and nutritionists.
Yeah.
That's an important job.
And this year it just happens to fall on the same day as National Pack Your Lunch Day.
Well, that makes sense. I think it makes sense.
National Pack Your Lunch Day is March 10th.
Yeah.
Registered dietitian is the second Wednesday in March.
Gotcha. I mean, I do think that it's Well, and I think things have changed. I don't know. I don't know what you, as a kid, we learned like the food pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And
Which has changed several times.
I was gonna say it's different now.
Yeah.
But I think it's because like we get more information, you know. And I've heard a lot of talk lately about like what is considered like how much protein you actually need and what that protein source has to come from. But I'm learning like it's so individualized too,
Yeah.
which is where somebody like a registered dietitian and nutritionist would be very helpful
Yeah.
to help you kind of figure out what is best for your body. I think one of the big things for me about food, is this weird that I'm like going into this random rant on this?
No.
Is that like learning not to moralize food.
Mm-hmm.
There's not good food and bad food. There's food that helps you to feel good and food that doesn't. Does that make sense? A cupcake's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just eggs, flour, sugar.
Sometimes the cupcake helps.
But usually more emotionally than physically. Right? So it's like what does a but also physically, right? In so much as like the things that delight our senses are good are good. It's good to have, like our senses are not something we're supposed to ignore.
Yeah. We just don't try to live on cupcakes.
Yeah, like because people will talk about like if it tastes good, it's not good for you. That's nonsense.
No.
That's not true at all.
I think that's one thing we've discovered as we've tried to fix more food at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have very different food experiences.
It's true.
I'm
listening.
And so it's Mary.
We have I'm sorry, I interrupted you. We have very different food experiences. We do. It's true.
So, I'll try just about anything.
Yeah, you will.
And I also like different types of things.
Yeah, you're pretty like expansive in your food interests.
Where I think you had more of kind of a list. It's not necessarily a list, but it was these are the things that
definitely like there are things that I won't like. Sometimes I won't even try, which I've tried. I'm learning to get past, and also now having eaten more things, learning to like try things again. I tried it before. I don't like it. Well, your taste changes with time. So, is there anything you like? This is maybe for everybody. Is there anything you definitely won't eat? Not besides the obvious.
I can't think of things I wouldn't try.
Mm-hmm.
I'm allergic to pork, so clearly.
Yeah.
But I have tried things that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't stand sea urchin.
Mm-hmm.
And I've tried. Usually, it's in like a Japanese. They eat it the most in Japanese restaurants. So most served, but in other places. But so in Japanese, it's uni. And I've tried uni a couple times because, like chef friends will be like, oh, it's the most amazing thing. Mm-hmm. And no, I don't like it at all.
Not even a little?
Not even a little.
That's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
Remember when we had, I think it was crystallized or ginger? It was crystallized jellyfish in China?
Oh, yeah, it was. Because it was pickled and then something else. Yeah, it was interesting.
It was good. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad.
It was weird.
It was weird.
Different. No.
Yeah. Oh, earthquake. Yeah.
Wait, does it sound like, can all you hear is the wind? Ooh, Haley won't eat pickles.
Oh, no.
I used to love pickles. I'm currently in I can't eat pickles place. They don't taste right. I'm having a weird relationship with vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is sad because pickles were like your favorite thing.
I know. It happens. Haley won't eat pickles. I'm trying to think if there's something I just flat won't eat. Jalapenos.
But you don't like the flavor of jalapenos.
No, they're gross. It's a weird flavor. But I don't mind it in things like salsa if it's not too spicy or too much. I just don't get jalapenos.
I love jalapenos.
Noted.
Yeah.
Did I tell you I got you a new snack yesterday?
You did, like cayenne crackers?
Yeah, it's crackers with like cayenne pepper on them.
Sounds delicious.
I thought you would like it.
Yeah.
I'm not really into it.
Yeah. So yeah, we try different things, and so I think sometimes like I'll try to tone down what I want, so that
I'll eat it.
so that you don't have to feel like challenged by your food every time you sit down. I mean, sometimes it's nice to be like, I'm going to try something different, and sometimes it's like, couldn't for once I just get a taco? I mean,
be real about how boring I would eat. Like, I don't have really. I mean, I guess maybe more now because I'm used to it with you. But like, I would eat the same 5 things all the time, and when I'm in like a mood for something, I will eat it again and again and again and again, as you know.
yeah, I do.
And if you are what you eat, then I am a chicken wing.
That's true.
I love chicken wings,
That's true.
but just the ones you make.
But then sometimes she'll try what I would eat, and then she'll take my food. Like our first Valentine's Day.
It's half mine anyway. 50%.
Our first Valentine's Day, we went out to this nice dinner.
Yeah.
And
I was there.
I know, but they weren't there.
Oh, right.
And so we had a nice meal, and
it was really good.
Yeah, she tried my food, and I mean, it was a chef's menu kind of thing, but there were some choices.
Right.
I don't remember what you got for dessert. Something chocolatey, I think.
I always go for the chocolate.
Yeah. So, and it was one of my favorite chefs, and he had recommended a specific dessert. So I ordered it, and it was made with beets and lemons.
Lime.
Lime.
It was lime.
Lime. And
it sounds super weird, so that's why I didn't order it.
Yeah, and it had like dried beets and crystallized beets and pickled beets, and it was a lot of beets.
A lot of beets.
And like lime sorbet, and I mean, it was beautiful.
It was very colorful.
And she like ate most of it.
It is the best dessert I've ever had. Ever. So good. I'm not sorry. Happy Valentine's Day. It was so good.
It was so good. It was
That's
delicious.
when I learned, go ahead and order the weird thing. You might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So we've gotten there.
I like how you're like, come on, honey. You can do it. Like a little gentle encouraging to try new foods. And it's funny because like some people are super picky. I'm always surprised. Because you say I'm picky, which comparatively to you, I am.
Oh yeah, compared to me.
But like you eat anything except for things that will hurt you. And Uni. All right. Haley won't eat pickles.
Won't eat pickles. Now I'm curious. Do you not like pickles?
Yeah.
Or
do they do
is
something?
it like there's just something about pickles that you won't
feelings?
try them, or you've tried them and they're just?
Remember this summer? I totally forgot. Remember this or I guess it was like fall, and we grew cucumbers and we made pickles.
Oh yeah.
We made good pickles.
We made good pickles.
We're gonna grow more cucumbers and make pickles.
We will not give them to the Robertsons.
No, but not because we don't love you, but because we do.
Because we do love you.
Would you like cucumbers? Like
We're good at growing cucumbers.
The pre-pickle stage. I promise not to give you pickles. Haley said she's super picky, and pickles is just one of the many things she doesn't like. Oh my goodness, that's really funny. Yeah. Lots of people have particular taste, and that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm just not picky.
Yeah. Steven.
I am picky. I like things to be really good and really different.
Yeah. What are you making for dinner tonight? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I was trying to think about that earlier. I don't even remember what we're having for lunch today. We planned all this.
We're having lemon chicken, maybe. Alfredo fettuccine for lunch.
Oh yeah.
But for dinner,
I'm making fish cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I'm at work, I'm gonna come home to dinner.
That's right.
Right? Mm-hmm. Oh, so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to cook? Is that door opening on its own?
It's possible.
Is the church haunted?
Oh, definitely.
How is that door opening?
I don't know. Maybe it's blocked. Maybe it's like dogged down. Maybe it's unlocked.
Let's do one. Ah!
There we go again.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing to cook?
Favorite thing to cook?
Yeah. Ooh, look. Haley says she wants cucumbers. No pickles.
All right. No pickles. I don't know what my favorite thing to cook is. Because I like to cook different things.
Yeah.
I really like to pick up a recipe I've never tried before and just make it. But I also like to just go in the pantry and start throwing stuff on pots and pans.
That is, I think, since we got married, one of the things I'm most glad that I've kind of been able to learn, because you're such a good cook and you're really patient with like letting me try things and encouraging me, offering pointers and stuff without being like overbearing, is that I really like that I feel like I can look at like ingredients and make a dinner. It's not gonna be fancy, but like it'll have all of the food groups in it and be good.
Yeah.
Although my go-to is always anything with lemon.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of like messed myself up with this. I should have just stuck to like spaghetti marinara and tacos, and
Why?
because now you'll be like, let's have hamburgers for dinner. Why don't you make an aioli?
I can do
Put a fried egg on it, and
but it's so good. Remember that time we made hamburgers at home, and you took the meat that we got from where do we get our meat?
From the
It's here in town.
Sakes. Yes, and I can't remember the name of their place.
Starts with a C.
Oh yeah, like their family name?
Yeah.
I never say it right, but it's spelled like Cutrer. But
Coutier?
yeah, some people
right?
say it that way. I've never actually
Sorry if we
asked
butchered your name.
Rachel.
Yeah. She's really nice, and their meat's really good. So we made hamburgers with our ground meat, right? And you made an aioli. And then we made it was carrots, right? We had grown carrots and we had to pull them up. This was like right before the freeze.
Yeah.
And we pulled up the last of our carrots and we made like carrot chips.
Yeah.
And with homemade ranch, and it was so good.
Like air fried carrot fries.
Sometimes we are really extra.
Yeah.
That was pretty extra, like not in a good way. I mean, like it was delicious, but like now saying it out loud, I realize how bougie we can be.
Yeah, our homemade ranch made with coconut cream and.
It's non-dairy.
It is non-dairy.
It's just, but it's also really good. It's not really that we're not dairy. I like dairy. It's just.
It's really good.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, we were on like this elimination diet for a while, so.
Yeah, trying to figure out what bothers our stomachs.
Yeah, and like she said, chicken wings is her go-to. So we had to figure out chicken wings without any of the.
Do you remember the first time you made that?
I do.
Because it was for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's always a Valentine's Day meal that gets us in trouble.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it had to have no dairy, the chicken wings.
Yeah.
No dairy.
No gluten.
Yeah, so like no bread.
I mean, there was all sorts of stuff it could
No sugar.
have. No sugar.
What else?
I don't remember. It was
a lot.
It was a huge list.
They're the best wings on the planet.
And so, yeah, we air fry the wings. We make the sauce with ghee and coconut oil.
Which doesn't sound good, I guess.
It's amazing.
It's
it really is
so
good. And then we have to make the ranch from coconut milk and apple cider vinegar and lots of herbs.
None of this sounds delicious, but it's so good. And it tastes like ranch, except less like, it's not sweet like ranch, since sometimes too sweet. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I do.
This has been a fun food discussion.
It tastes more like I remember ranch tasting like when I was growing up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it tastes different now, doesn't it?
Because it seems like ranch was, I mean, like there was Hidden Valley. I think when I was growing up, it came in a bottle. You could get Hidden Valley ranch. But mostly it seems like people made it themselves. And they might go buy the Hidden Valley packet for this, but ranch was usually homemade. And just in the South, if you went anywhere else and asked for ranch, they didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of like sweet tea.
I feel like we should rename Pastors on the Porch to Talk About Food with Becca and Steven.
Maybe. We also talk about like random events and people. Today just had a lot of food stuff.
I like food.
in it.
And
Yeah.
this was a bunch more fun discussion than we were having previously.
Well, yeah, because like the stuff that happened on today, like.
Oh my gosh, this one's fun though. Can I click this one?
Sure.
Chuck Norris' birthday. He's still alive.
He is still alive and 81.
That is weird to me. I didn't realize he was that old. Wow. Happy birthday, Chuck Norris. Please do not attack me, because even at 81, I have the proper amount of fear respect for you. Chuck Norris is no joke.
Oh, no joke.
No joke. Let's see what else we got. Warner Brothers released their first film on this day in 1918. What film would that be?
It's called 4 Years in Germany. I know nothing
Is
about
there?
it.
Do we have something?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't.
It doesn't
I
sound fun.
meant to look it up, and I just didn't.
In 1918, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, 4 Years in Germany in 1918.
Not fun.
Yeah. So
Doesn't sound like
that's what it was called.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I got it right.
Like, I think of Pete's Coffee mostly in the airport. Airports have Pete Coffee.
I only apparently can talk about food and coffee.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that being who I am.
But they still have them in California. His first coffee shop was in Berkeley.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He said, Americans drink horrible coffee. I will fix this.
I think this is true. Americans do. And also, like, segue, often the coffee we buy is grown and
Yeah, in really awful ways.
cared for in such a way, or like distributed, sold.
Yeah, sometimes people have gone to great care to grow it, but then we don't pay them all.
Yeah, it's not fair
What
to
it's
the people
worth.
who do it, who grow it, who do the work. So buying fair trade coffee, I think, is important.
I remember, like, when I was growing up, and you could often get a cup of coffee. I mean, even as other things got expensive, coffee never.
Yeah.
I mean, with the advent of like Starbucks and stuff like that, it's gotten more expensive. But coffee would be 50 cents, 10 cents,
What was that place in
99
Jefferson?
cents. The general store still sells coffee for a dime,
Yeah, that was
but they lose money on that. It's just,
a gimmick.
yeah.
But
But
it's a fun gimmick.
yeah. But yeah, and I remember like my grandfather saying, I would never pay $1 for a cup of coffee. And I remember thinking, yeah, that's really expensive. And it wasn't until I realized in order to get a cup of coffee for a quarter, how much we're shorting people who that's their livelihood, is growing those coffee beans, which are not easy to grow or harvest. I mean, they come in the middle of it looks like a cherry, and you got to get them out. And, I mean, it's.
No, and any job, no matter what it is, people deserve to be paid a fair wage and not exploited because I want to pay 50 cents, right?
Yeah.
And also inflation. If we can talk, I mean, like, what cost you 5 cents in 1919, like when the general store was a thing, and shouldn't cost you 15 cents in 2021.
Yeah.
That's unreasonable with the amount of inflation. Like, it should be more expensive. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I mean, even being reasonable, does an 8-ounce cup of coffee, was it ever really worth $7.95? That seems.
Is that how much it costs?
Well, I mean, at some coffee houses, they'll sell, and I'm like, okay, how much money are they just getting for their branding? And
Well, that's fair.
And so I understand still people talk about overpriced coffee.
Yeah.
But coffee doesn't need to be under $1, I don't think.
No, well, and I like coffee. So, like, I will pay more for it to be a good brand, like a fair trade brand of coffee. But this is my money, so I get to decide.
Yeah.
A fair trade coffee and, like, well roasted and blah, blah, blah. And also done well, which takes time.
Yeah.
To actually, like, because I like a pour over. Like, if I'm just getting.
She is a coffee snob.
Kind of. Like a little, not that much.
But also,
I like good coffee.
But also, we like good
Especially-
coffee, but it's different than, like, we don't sit and drink coffee all day long.
No, I try to. Well, especially now, I try to just have like 1 cup of coffee
Yeah,
a day.
and so we want it to be a good cup
Like,
of
it better
coffee
be
and to be a
really
real
good.
treat.
Yeah. And I used to make fun of people for drinking decaf, but now your girl sometimes has to have decaf. I don't know. I literally not in a mean way, but I would ask Steve Jones in Longview. I would be like, oh, you wanted some brown water? That's what you wanted? Decaf is for weak, is what I would say. And now I have joined the dark side. Because sometimes you want the taste of coffee, but you can't have that caffeine because you're old and you have to go to bed.
Yeah.
That never happens to you.
No, and I'm older.
Significantly.
Yeah. I could drink like a triple espresso and then go to bed and roll over and go to sleep.
That would not happen for me. That would be not correct for me.
I used to have a cup of tea before I went to bed every night.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like a black tea?
Yeah. It was usually Earl Grey.
Goodness.
And people would be like, well, I couldn't.
Do you like how I'm scandalized by a cup of Earl Grey? And I'm totally
It got to where like if I had a cup of like black tea like with dessert after dinner or something like that, I would get tired. It like started to trigger me to get ready to go to sleep. But yeah, the caffeine never.
So here's what I've learned today from our conversation.
Uh-huh.
We are the most ridiculous people.
We are ridiculous.
We are ridiculous people with our ridiculous food and our ridiculous coffee and ridiculous conversations about tea.
Yeah, we're having ridiculous conversations and people still tune in.
I don't know why. You really must have nothing better to do. I'm so sorry. Look, it's like you have hair. You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
Sharing.
Was there anything we didn't cover today?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
Are we good?
Yeah, let's go make lunch. Right?
Sounds like a reasonable thing to do.
Friends, we hope you have an excellent rest of your day.
Yeah, I've probably been here for 38 minutes and 54 seconds.
Make yourself some lunch. Have something delightful that makes you happy. Haley, don't try to eat pickles.
Yeah, and that means picking up a mess.
You live your best life. Eat food that feels good for you. All right?
All right. Before we blow away, bye.